Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. We are live. I'm here, guys. There's no camera, but I can assure you I am here. We are, most of you know, but we are moving back to our home this week, and everything's kind of packed up. Green screen's packed up. I'll flip the camera on for proof. Nothing but a blank wall. I'm here. I even have the lights turned out. So I am here, guys, but I know this kind of blocks the screen because I don't have the green screen up, and it is what it is. So we are live. I'm going to flip the camera off. If some of you just need to see my handsomeness in the shadows, let me know. I'll turn it back on. Let's see who's here. Johnny number 5. What's up? What's up? Salt Chain in the house. Morning. Hawkborn. Good to see you. Eons. Morning. Mighty Max. What's up, Mighty Max? What's up? What's up? Thanos. Welcome back, Thanos. Thanos is back to the Canadian country. He is back from the Florida Everglades. He escaped all the gators and snakes and anacondas, all that kind of good stuff down there. But got him a little suntan, came back. Glad to have you back, bro. Glad you made it back safely. What a drive. I couldn't have done it, man. I could not have done it. Carrie Benz, what's up, dude? Spyro, what's going on? What's going on? West Coast. Dude, good to see you here, Joe. What's up, dude? We're back at it, guys. Getting a little pumped today. I'm glad you guys are here. Remember, on Wednesday, a couple announcements real quick. On Wednesday, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. You must be here on the stream. The only requirements are going to be that you're here on the stream, you thumbs up, and at the time given, you put a 1 in chat so that I can add you to the Wheel of Destiny. We're going to give away a $1,000 USDT anyway. So be here for that on Wednesday. Announcement number 2, there will be no live stream Friday, and I will probably be out of pocket all day Friday. That is our moving day. And we're going to start super early, and I won't be any use to you on the charts. I'm sorry. I will give you my charts ahead of time, but I probably won't be doing any trading there unless one of the major areas gets hit that I have an alert set on. But definitely no scalping. I just won't be at the charts on Friday. So, but after that, it'll be business as usual. We'll be back in the homestead permanent, so no more interruptions. All will be well in the world. Speaking of trading, we had a big old pump this morning. Flashbang, guys. Get ready for the flashbang. The old Trumpster was up to it again. I'm not going to read all this. I'm sure all of you have seen it. I know everybody in the Discord has. It's all BS. It's all BS. But supposedly they're making some progress. Nothing is signed and nothing is agreed to, but they're making some progress with Iran. And actually, I'll tell you what's fishy about that. I'll tell you what is fishy about that. Well, I don't even know where it is. See if I can find it. As always, let me see if I can find this. I saw this coming a mile away this morning. Hang on a second. I can't find it. Well, here it is. So this morning, maybe hard to see, guys. I don't know. This morning, a Bitcoin, and you probably don't know. This is busy. I know. I'm sorry. Someone opened a over $12 million Bitcoin long with 40x leverage, and not 10 minutes later, we get this pump out of nowhere, and he makes himself just, I don't even know how much. I didn't have a chance to go back and look at this stuff. He made a lot of money. He made a lot of money this morning. So What a coinky dink. What a coincidence. Somebody opens a 40x Bitcoin long with over $12 million. And then 10 minutes later, Bitcoin pumps. How much did we pump, guys? Let's take a look at this. Let's put some calculators to it. He opened it like here. And then Bitcoin pumped almost 5%. So let's just do this. $12 million. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. That's $12 million times 40 times 5%. What a coincidence. He made himself $24 million in about 10 minutes. How, I wonder, did he know that Trump was going to tweet that 10 minutes later? I have no idea. But as soon as I saw that, I said, oh, Lord, here we go. I knew something was about to happen. It happens all the time, guys. It happens all the time. Matter of fact, I lost $20,000 on a trade. Straight 20 grand. Maybe in 30 grand. I can't even remember. Where were we at? 107. A Trump tweet to 107. It was on a Sunday. I don't remember where it was. It was back in here somewhere. This may have been it right here. It was right in here somewhere. Anyway, it was on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. I'm sitting there, I'm trading, and I don't have a stop loss in. I'm trading, and I'm up $3,000 on the short, and all of a sudden, within 5 minutes, crypto pumped like $7,000. Before I even knew what was going on, I was liquidating my entire position at a $20,000 account, gone. Before I even knew what happened, it was because Trump came out and said he's going to make the U.S. crypto capital of the world at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning when he should have been playing golf or something. So the market is not immune to the Trump tweets, and something was definitely up with this one this morning. But it is what it is. I'm just jealous. Somebody else made $24 million in 10 minutes and not me. However, we did open a little copy trade short. We got the copy trade short in there. Not a huge profit, and it's not the trade that I told you guys I was looking for, that I would take next, but it was easy. It was there. I just so happened to be in the copy trade account. I was getting some things set up in there, and this pump and dump came, and so I took the trade, made everybody about 3% real quick in about 2 minutes. So we did do that, but that is not the trade that I'm looking for, guys, and we're going to go into those trade setups in just a minute. But anyway, congratulations to those of you that caught that, or to those in the copy trading. Let's see. Hawkborn escaped with his life, it sounds like. Yeah. He just barely got out of there. I heard a gator was after him, but Thanos made it on back. Kerry Benz is starting early. He wants the 1,000 USDT. I hear you. Wednesday, guys. If you're just joining us, this Wednesday, live on stream. Come here, be on stream, thumbs up the video. And when I give the bat signal, you put a 1 in chat, and we're going to give away 1,000 USDT. Moin Marcus, what's up, dude? What's up? I'll tell you another thing that was really fishy about this Trump tweet. It was actually, I don't even know what you call them when he posts to Truth Social. I still call them tweets. But I follow him there, and I get notifications. So when he tweets, I get notified. And I don't. It doesn't really matter what you think of Trump. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I put this in Discord earlier. A lot of people don't want to follow him on social media because they don't want to support him, and that's fine. I get that. You know, I don't want to follow certain people too, but at the same time, if you're a trader and you do not follow Trump, then you are missing out, because Trump is not like other people in that he will tweet something before it breaks with the news. So if you want to front run some of these things, you must follow him, because by the time a news report or someone else picks up on his tweet and reposts it 5 minutes later, you've missed the move. So it would behoove you, if you're interested in trading, to follow him on some of this. If for no other reason, you don't have to support him, just don't miss the move. Because by the time whoever you follow is reposting it, you're longing his pump, and it's about the time it's turning over and going down. So you're buying the tops and selling the dips if you're waiting to get secondhand information. Got a poll in chat. I'm curious as to your altcoins you're eyeing the most. If your answer is other, I would really appreciate it if you put that in chat. Let me know what altcoin you are eyeing the most. It is getting to the point here to where I am fixing to significantly add to my altcoin bags. Not just yet, but in the next week or two, most likely. And I would like to, I have a couple I'm eyeing, but I'm interested in what you're looking at too. So let me know in chat. More Marcus says, just did not have the Truth Social yet, changing that today. I'll tell you what was weird. I'll tell you what was really fishy about that this morning. So Trump posted the tweet, okay, posted the Truth Social, and I got a notification that Trump posted something. It doesn't tell me what. I have to click on it, and then I open it up, and it tells, and I can see. And so he posted it, and a minute or two later when I saw it, I clicked on it, and it says, this post has been removed. And then I'm seeing everybody else sharing this post, but I'm clicking on it, and it's gone. So I thought fake news. ChatGPT said fake news, that it wasn't posted. But I went back like 15 minutes later, and it was back reposted. So for whatever reason, they posted it, then changed it to private or hid it so that nobody could see it, and then they made it public again. So it was really kind of fishy, extra fishy, if you ask me. But it is what it is. That's exactly what happened. And several of the guys in Discord can verify that, as we were all looking like it was there, then it was gone, and ChatGPT said it didn't exist. But lo and behold, it is back. So it is what it is. Got the U.S. market open coming in a few minutes. I might even take a copy trade on this. Let's talk about what I'm looking for. So I'm going to drop down to the 15 minutes. There's no directional bias here from the Asia and UK sessions. The trend was just straight sideways, right? The trend was, if anything, there's an Asia low and UK low, relatively equal lows here that have not been swept. You had the fake pump on news-driven post earlier, so that would probably lead me to a bias here. But there's really nothing. This is rare that you don't have at least a trending market in one direction or the other, or at least a trend down, then a retrace. It's very rare that both of them just go straight sideways. So this you can take nothing from this, nothing whatsoever. Again, the only possible, and it's very low probability, or it's 50-50, is to come swoop the lows. It's 50-50, so no help whatsoever. And guys, I usually come over here and have a bias when we open based upon Asia and UK. This is one of the rare times where there is legit no bias, because gosh, I don't know that I've ever seen them go so sideways. Just straight sideways. So anyway, we did come into the dang red box this morning. Basically all we did was rotate from point of control back to value area high. So that's where we are now. We've rejected from value area high, so we'd expect a rotation back down unless we can pump through. If we do pump through, we slightly front ran the 0.5 fib here, but I am not interested. However, if we scroll to the left, we did take kind of this range high here. We did go ahead and grab the liquidity, but you do have two relatively equal highs here. If you come get the first one, you will not stop at the 0.5. There's no way you stop. You will definitely, in my opinion, come for the second one. So I'm not interested in a 0.5 fib trade. If you come take the second one, it should be enough gunpowder to hit you on up here, probably to the golden pocket. So if we did come into the golden pocket, I would be interested in a short trade there. I do not think our downside momentum is over. Let me look at Cypher here. Depending on if and when we came up there, if we made a pretty quick move up there, we could hit it with some good divergence. I know my chart's getting a little cluttered here, but we come up something like this and hit some good bear divs. Yeah, it just depends on how long it takes us to get up there. If we just kind of quick move up there, sure, but if this takes the rest of the day to get up there, then slowly but surely this momentum wave could come up. So we'll just see what happens in 1 minute when the market opens. We'll drop to the 5, but that is what I'm looking for. The next dang it red box, if this one here doesn't hold. And I would target that 65.7K area at a minimum. I actually have a... We'll just target value area low. 7-to-1 risk to reward. Even if you took it up to the 786, you could still get a 4-to-1 risk to reward, something like that. I would be okay with that. This is the trade I would like. And then I would expect something like this. And I would look to trade all three of these. If we get this to this, bounce, sub 60K. I would look to trade all of these. And I don't know that we come back to this exact level right here. This is just an illustration. We can now take out the CME gap. It is gone. Daily naked point of control there is also gone. I'm going to turn off that 382 fib because it is mitigated. U.S. market is open. Let's drop to the 5-minute and let's see what happens. These alts got a nice little rally this morning too. Did you guys catch the hack? There's been 3 hacks, 3 altcoin hack trades, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or really kind of this morning, I guess. I call it 2 of the 3. I'm going to show you a super duper easy way to get this hack. Let's come back to this. I'm not interested until 8:45 anyway, so I don't really care. Let's go to this hack, this WorldCoin hack, okay? What I want you to do, I am on, you can look at this, I'm on the 15-minute time frame. You can look at this in the hourly too. So you want to have your moving averages on, right? Let me turn one of these off. So I pretty much always have my 55, which is green, and 5, which is white. I pretty much always have these EMAs on no matter what chart I'm looking at. They're my favorite to use. I'm on the 15-minute time frame. Okay? Pay attention, guys. This is what I want you to do. So always keep these on, and then you can go and add another indicator. It's just called exponential or moving averages. Moving average exponential. You can click on that, okay? Add that to your chart also in addition to the other moving averages, right? And I'm going to show you that right here. And when you have it on, it's going to look like this, and you can go into the settings. And I'm going to make this one green also because I'm going to set it to the 55. So in this particular one, you can go to inputs, and I'm going to set it at 55. What's cool about this moving average exponential indicator is I can set it to 55, and even though my chart is on the 15-minute time frame, or it could be on the daily 4-hour, it doesn't matter. I can set what time frame I want this particular moving average to be on. And so for this one, I'm going to set it on the 1-hour 55. So whether I'm viewing this on the 15-minute, the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly, it's going to show me where the 55 is on the 1-hour time frame, okay? So I'm going to set that to the 1-hour 55, and I'm going to make it nice and bold. I'm going to put it at the big bold because it is going to be a green. The green 15 is on there too, so I'm going to make this one the bold because that's my target, okay? And I'm going to turn that on. Now, you see what I got here? Here we have, this is the hack, guys. Here we have the 15-minute 55, the thin green one, and the 15-minute 5, right? And the big thick green line is the 1-hour 55, okay? So, unfortunately, there is no kind of exact percentage away, but whenever you get a good ways away from, I usually like about 5% or more, but there's no exact formula here, guys. You just have to use some common sense. But when you get about 5% away from the 1-hour 55, and this does not always work, but it works a lot, and you can use it in Confluence. And I marked out the 3 times that happened this weekend. Okay? When you get about 5% away from the 1-hour 55, here you were 8% away. Here you were 6% away. Here you were 6% away. When you get about 5% or more away from the hourly 55, price likes to return to it, okay? But you don't want to just enter when you're 5 or 6% away, because you could go 8% away and that puts you in 3% drawdown. So what you do is you wait for the 15-minute 5 to cross over the 55. When you're about 5% or more away, you then wait for that. I understand you miss out on this percentage. I get it. I don't care. I want the high probability trade, okay? I don't care. I'm going to give up, because you could just come up here and just roll right back over and come down. So I don't care. If you're good enough to catch this, great. More power to you. I can catch those too, okay? But for the high probability hack, this is it, okay? And I caught this one here yesterday on WorldCoin, way down here, well before the cross up. I can show it to you. But for the hack, you want to wait on that cross, and then you target back up here. And remember, that was 8% away, but in this particular one, you still could have made almost 6%, okay? That's the hack. That's the one I gave you live on stream Friday. Boom, 6%, easy hack. So let's go to the one on Saturday, right here, boom. Price is about 6% of the way from the hourly 55, but I don't want to take this because it could bleed on down to 8 or 10% before it comes back. What I want to do when it gets about 5% away is wait on that 5 to cross the 55. Boom. There it is. You get the cross, you enter the long, or you spot buy, you target the 55. That's it. Hourly 55. And I don't even have to change charts. I'm on the 15-minute chart. I just have this moving average up here up top set to the 1 hour 55. So no matter what time frame I view this on, this is going to be the 1 hour 55. This morning, same thing. I caught the one down here last night. Didn't quite make it up there, but I ran it, so I made plenty. But this morning, same thing, and it still played out. It played out. This is a winner. Whether it took it 2 shots to get up there or 1, it still played out. It is a winner. You were about 6% away. You got the cross. You took the trade. Or if you took the trade here, either way. You're about 4% away there. Either way, when you get the cross, here you were 6% of the way. You get the cross, take the trade, boom. And you don't have to stop right there. Clearly, this one went significantly higher. Went about 2% more higher. But this is just your first area. I just get out here. Unless there's other indicators, like I might look over at my hourly, or I might look at the 2 hour or the 90-minute or the 4 hour. And if I have some money flow coming up on those, or if I had some good 4 hour confirmed divergence, you know, like here, say I was on the 4 hour there and price was like that, and my momentum indicator was like that, then I got 4 hour divergence, so I might let this run. Other than that, this is a quick hack, and I'm just taking some scalp profit. Easy, super easy, guys. That's how you do that, though. And I showed you this Friday. We had $80,000, exactly $80,000, like $80,015, I think, and now I have $82,000. So I took both trades. 2 of the 3 trades I took, I made $1,000 on each. So now we're up to $82,000 on this one account. Spot trade alt account. Bitcoin moving up. Still not 845 yet. Got the green vector we're looking for, though, so that is good. We might could just come swoop this high, a quick SFP down, but I just don't like it. We just covered this because if you do swoop that high, you run into this one and this one, and you could get a good liquidity spike up. So it is a risky trade. If you're going to SFP this little bitty high we set earlier, then you have to use quick take profit and good risk management. Like if you came up here and you took the trade here and you came down, you better TP there and you better stop loss there, because if you come back up, you're fixing to rip through this, because there's liquidity here, and that's like gunpowder to push you up. I mean, but that doesn't mean you can't just come take this little high right here and that be it. You certainly can. You just need to be aware, look to the left and be aware you have this. And if you get into these two, you're going to get wrecked if you're not using a tight stop. Let's fib this move and see. Uh-oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I am all over the place here. Sorry, guys, I'm still a little sick. We're still a little under the weather, so I'm a little loopy. Let's fib this. Current rejection from the 786. If we come close above this, we'll probably at least come for the high. But right now, not a very strong rejection. I don't think. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, thanks, Eons. Me too. God, we've been going through this for a while. I think we went to the doctor Thursday or Friday. Kind of started feeling better. And then when the good shots wore off, we're right back to feeling cruddy. All right, probably fix to come for that high now. We'll see. We have alerts set up here. You want me to copy trade this if we get it, or do y'all want me to wait on the better trade? Let's take a vote. Copy traders. If we get it, I'm not interested in this. We would have to take this high. Would y'all want to copy trade this? Or do you want to take it on and manage it on your own? Salt Chain says copy trade. Max says take it. All right, we'll see what we get. We'll see if we get the reaction. Carrie Benz. How do you have to ask? I knew Carrie Benz was all in. Carrie Benz is that guy when it's time to go out and party. Everybody's like, y'all want to go? And Carrie Benz is already in the car. I love it, man. Always game. I like it. We'll see. We'll see if we take this. So, all right, here. If we did, if I took this, I want to see the divs. I want to see the reaction. Don't be surprised if I get us out of this trade quick. Minimal profit. Because I'm targeting this. I mean, you see my short box. So if we do get stopped out here for just a small profit, I would look to re-enter right here for the bigger trade down. I'm going to hang here for a couple minutes. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to hang here because we're coming up on 8:45. Let's look at the 12-minute. If we come take it now, we could get some 12-minute divs. We have to come take it right now, though. I don't like this. There's not 1-minute divs. I would predict if we took this, we don't have 1 minute, 6 minute, 3 minute divs, but we would have 12. If we come took this and came back, I would predict something like that. 12-minute divs there, but you would get your 1, 3, and probably 6-minute divs on the second entry, which would be the better entry that we would look for. Doesn't mean you can't get both, though. Moving up, I'm watching it on MEXC, guys. MEXCtrading.us. You actually get a 3 or 4 second little edge. If you're watching it on TradingView, the price action happens on the exchange a few seconds earlier. 1 minute to 8:45. We would look for a reversal here. I would like to take this high. I would really like to take this high right now. See if we can get it. Let me mark it. Got to be careful though, guys. I'm telling you, if we get into these other highs, whoever they're going to go mark them, but I don't want to miss this. Let me mark these also. God, that next high is right above it. I wouldn't take this now. You came too close to this high not to take it. So if I miss it, I miss it. Oh, I definitely, Eons. I definitely think we're going sub 60K. I'm gonna show you guys something in a second. I'm just gonna watch this trade for another minute or two. Nice little Trump tweet rally here, guys. All right, let's see if we go. Either way, we still don't have a vector reversal yet. But it doesn't have to come exactly 8:45. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 minutes, give or take. We'll come back. I have an alert set, so I won't miss this. I'm not taking this right here. This is too close. We've mitigated even the 883. For those of you who don't use the 883, the 886, excuse me, that's like the line in the sand. We're rejecting from it, but we've mitigated it. So I'm not interested in this unless we come take this high. I've got an alert set. So here's our fractal from, this is our price action from January, the original Babylon trade, right? This is the original Babylon 1.0, right? I guess it was just Babylon, right? And this is the fractal from it, the blue fractal. And you can see like crazy how similar, at least the ending is playing out, right? The ending, you chopped around, then you swooped up, looped back down, swooped up, took the high, and now you're just bleeding on down, right? So what happened? Let's look back. This was back in late January. You came down for, you swooped the high, then you came down to the point of control, boom, of the range, got your first bounce, then came down to what was the key. I have it marked here, the key, right? You can see where all these relatively equal lows, you found support, you couldn't close a candle below. One time you did close a candle below, you got to move down. And the next time you closed below the key, that was the big drop down, okay? This was the key. That's where you got a second bounce from before moving down, which is our big area. We're looking for the key, right? So what happened here? All right, current price action, same thing. Chopped around, got the high, looped down, swoop back up, took the high. Now you're bleeding down, getting the first bounce from the point of control. So if this is going to continue to play out, we would expect this move here, right? And then a move back to the key for one final failed rally before the move down, right? And it would look just like it does here in the blue, which would mean we're somewhere right in this section right here if this is going to continue to play out, right? You could even argue we're already in the second section if you would count this as a bounce, but I don't really, maybe, I don't know. I don't really like it. I like the bounce from the key. It's a much more confluence. We have that here on the chart. That's the big bounce area that I'm looking for if we make it to. Let me zoom out. The dang green box down there. You got the key. You got the value area low. You got a daily, weekly level there. So I do, guys, still think this is going to play out. And validation for all of this, again, same as always, I want to see weekly close above 74K. A weekly close invalidates all of this, and then I think we just probably chop for an extended period of time. But we haven't gotten that. So far, this is nothing more than a retrace. Nothing more. And an expected and predicted retrace at that. I mean, our general retrace areas, we're not even close. I mean, we're kind of right here at the 0.5, but we could still come all the way up here and then still come down. And that would not be uncommon. Let's see where we retraced to last time here. Not as big, probably a 382. Right about where we are now is where we retraced to, 382. And we're right now between the 382 and 0.5. So we're right in that zone, guys, although I think we could come up a little bit higher here. Any questions, guys, about this? Any questions? Go back and take a look. 3 minutes. Still not gotten any vector reversal. I don't see anybody. Let's look at our poll. Let's look at our poll. So 11% of you are looking at other altcoins as your primary target you're eyeing, but I haven't seen anybody put one in chat. I'm genuinely curious. I want to know what you're eyeing as your number one altcoin. Somebody let me know. You know I'm eyeing Fetch, but if Fetch, here we go, we're taking the high. About to take the high. Let's see what we get. Do you have any divs coming up? We should have some, well, we have 1 minute divs on this local price. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to have to be quick with this copy, guys, if we take it. We took it. Not rejecting really well. Let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see what happens here. I don't like this. I'm going to protect us, guys. I'm going to protect us. I don't like this. I'm going to protect us. We are in the short, and everyone is in profit. We have secured profit. You have guaranteed winner, but I just don't like it. We're not getting the reaction I would like to see. So everyone in copy trade is in guaranteed profit. I have stop loss set. Where's my stop loss? Right near entry. I'm not going stop loss to high here because I believe if we take this high, you can see I have the white lines marked out. If we take this high, we're going to take the next high, which means we're probably going to take the next high. So I have stop loss and profit. We're up about 10% right now. I'll fan it over here for you. You can see we're in it. We're in it. I have stop loss set up here. I just TP'd. I have stop loss set up here. Carry Benz is also taking a separate short. All right, guys. Hope everybody's got their copy trade account set up properly. That's 2 winning trades we've got so far this morning. I still think we can come up a little higher. We have absolutely front run this 0.5 fib, and we left some stuff on the table here. But I know we were having an issue with somebody last week who was set up to follow me, but for some reason they were not being entered in the trades. So if you do not have two winning trades, if you're set up, if you're following me on copy trading, you do not have two winning trades this morning, then you have something going on in your settings to where you're not entering as I enter. I'll tell you what, if you don't mind, West Coast, yeah, you should have two winning trades. Somebody, and Thanos can probably help you. Thanos knows someone that is, or was, I don't know if they still are, copy trading me, and they were having the same issue last week, and I think they figured it out. I don't know what they did to figure it out, so you might want to check with Thanos. If Thanos is watching, he might can help you if they did get that straight. But you should have two winning trades this morning, guys. This is still not the pledged trade that I gave you guys. I wasn't going to take this on copy. I was going to take it by myself, but we voted this morning, and you guys wanted it. But this is not the trade that I want, okay? This is not the trade that I want. However, it was a profitable trade. We did make a little bit of money. Good job, guys. All right, let's continue on. So this is what we're looking for, guys. If this holds true, just a short recap here. We did get bounce 1 in January, Babylon, bounce 1 from the point of control. If that's the case, we're in bounce 1 now from point of control. We would expect to push back down to the key, right? The key. And so we would look for, at some point in here, a rollover to the key for a final bounce and then down. And that's what I think will play out. Let's see. Thanos says he's still having the same issue. Like, I know that you know the person, Thanos. Maybe y'all can just do, like, I don't, maybe half, but, like, log into yours and check your settings and simultaneously log into the other person and see if they're the same, because something is causing it to not trigger. Something. All right, good job, guys. So let's look at our March stats. I know we covered this a lot, but just so far, I like to show you guys these to let you know we're still on track. We put these on March the 1st. Our target boxes move up, move down. By the way, Thanos, I don't think you were on the stream yesterday. I know you were driving. I did a kind of a lengthy piece. I'm going to do a separate video. I did a lengthy piece on the Shmita yesterday. I know you were kind of interested in that. I did a lengthy piece on the Shmita. By the way, guys, those of you Shmita interested, Shmita folks, I'm not going to go over the Shmita again right now. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but just check this out, if you will. Let me save this real quick. All right, so let me go to the S&P real quick. Oh, let me save this. Just to kind of follow, I'm going to go to the weekly on the S&P, just to follow up on the Shmita from yesterday. I did go back. You know, I went back to like 1986, 20 or 40 years worth, and showed you every Shmita dump, crash, pullback, correction, whatever you want to call it. I did go back to the entire history of the S&P yesterday after we got off stream, and I didn't go into these dots here because I really don't know what to do with these dots. You see these dots? I'm sure there's Shmita in here, but I mean, you go figure that stuff out, man. I did not do that, so whatever. I went all the way back to 1930. That is 100 years. If that's not enough history and proof for you, then these dots aren't going to help you. So sorry. But I went and got every one of them. Every freaking Shemitah marked out. 58%, 50%, 13, 7, and 10, 24. Remember that 7. 19, 21, 36, 10, 39, 48, 15, 28, and then one coming up in a year and a half. And that is the Shemitah. Every single Shemitah has given a minimum of a 7% pullback. That is the minimum. Almost all of these are double digits and 20 plus, 30s, 40s. But one time, back in 1951, there was a single-digit pullback. So I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe next time there'll be a single-digit pullback. That won't hurt us so much. You're right. Maybe. However, single-digit pullback, 7%. Remember, 1951 was a 7% Shemitah pullback. The pullback for the S&P right now since late January is 7.3%. So 7%. That is the minimum. We're not in Shemitah yet, right? Shemitah's over here, 2028. The minimum pullback that Shemitah ever got in the last 100 years on the S&P was 7%, okay? We're at a current 7% pullback since January of this year on the S&P, which equaled a 38% pullback for Bitcoin. 38%, not 7%. So even if the S&P only pulls back 7 on the next Shemitah, you can expect at least a 35, 40+% pullback on Bitcoin. And that is if the S&P does the bare freaking minimum that it has ever done in the entire history of the S&P. Okay? Don't sleep on the Shemitah. What are we doing? What is Bitcoin doing? Oh, dang it. My MEXC is lagging. Let's see. We're moving. We're moving, guys. Oh, I missed this. I was looking at my MEXC on the other. My MEXC is lagging because of the. Dang it. Oh, well. I wouldn't have taken this. We didn't have the 1 minute divs. We did come into that 0.5, though. Don't worry, guys. We got out of the copy trade with. Dang, Fetch AI is pumping up 8%. We did get out of the copy trade in profit. This looks toppy. This looks very toppy. Just going to watch it for a second. Got our areas of interest coming up here, guys. Let's go to 12. Got our areas of interest. We still have not gotten that vector candle reversal that we look for. Caribbean stopped out. There you go. Some words of wisdom for Caribbeans. I'd like to come take this high here. And if we take this, we'll probably come into the golden pocket. But I would be interested in a trade from this high here. We could SFP this high at 71.9, basically 72K. We have just taken out this first one right there. I'm going to leave it on for the moment. We have taken it out right into the 0.5. That could be all she wrote. Johnny number 5 says XVG. We'll take a look. These coins are pumping, guys. How about this hack, guys? If you have any questions on this hack or how I got these EMAs set up, it works beautifully. Beautifully. But it doesn't always work, especially if you're not very far away, then it's not as good, and the risk to reward isn't there. You want to make sure you're a good distance away from the 55. I carry you're a good distance away. I know you had to give up some profit by waiting on this cross, but I mean, it's the higher probability trade because for all you know, this was just going to pull back and keep going. So you wait on the cross, take trade, boom, close the trade. 15-minute time frame. That's not very long. That's literally like 2-3 hours. And you made, it's about 4 hours, and you made 2.5%. Same thing here. Let me know if you have any questions on these. You get a good distance away. How far away were we? About 6%. Wait on the cross, get the cross, boom, move right down to it. Well, I don't do a stop loss on these carry bins because I don't leverage trade altcoins. But if you're talking about like just selling for a loss, I don't. I would never, ever spot sell altcoins for a loss. Especially not down at the bottom-ish area, right? The bottom-ish area where this thing was $12 2 years ago and now it's at 30 cents. There's no way I would sell for a loss right here. No freaking way. Because you can't convince, could this go to zero? Sure. But you will never convince me that on a $12 asset at 30 cents, I need to take a loss on this. There's no way you're going to convince me to sell for a loss right here. Even if I just had to hold it for a minute, there's no way I'm taking a loss right here. Now, if I bought right here, and I know the timing of the cycle that we're headed to the bear market, I would say, okay, I got caught in my hand in a cookie jar. We're probably headed down 90%. I'm going to cut my loss. There is nothing that could convince me to take a loss right here. Nothing. Not with this much potential upside, knowing that we're at the bottom. So right now is this, could we roll over a little? Yeah, we're absolutely expecting that. So when I am doing these hack trades or any other trade down here at the bottom, I'm fully expecting to have to ride some drawdown. But I also know that there's probably not well, I'm sure some altcoins are going to zero. But anything in your top 100 is probably not going to zero. And that you're going to bounce back sooner rather than later. So I would not take a loss at this point. Now that doesn't apply to necessarily something like Zcash. Okay? I would take a loss on something like Zcash, but I wouldn't do this hack trade on something like Zcash. And the reason I say you might take a loss is because you're still like ridiculously high up there. Well, I mean, the coin I just showed you, WorldCoin, is already down at very low, right? And I'm not saying Zcash will come down there, but it could. And if it does, and you're still way up here near all-time high, there's a lot of drawdown here, right? Potential drawdown. But something that's already down here, below very low, with this much upside, there's no way I'm selling for a loss here. I'm just not doing it. And that's just me. That's why I don't go in with, when I'm doing these hack trades, I do not go in with my whole stack here, okay? That was an $80,000 trade. I currently have so I'm at 82,000, 82 plus 74,000, $156,000. So I basically went in with, what was that, 80 when I started. So I basically went in with half, just in case. Because if it did roll over and bottom, then I could enter there and then split the difference, so my entry would be right here. So as of now, for me, that is not applicable to take a loss. But again, it would be depending on where we are in the market. But not now. And again, I don't leverage trade alts, so I wouldn't even advise on that because I don't do it. It's not my thing. It's just fighting here. I really want to get us in this trade, guys, but I don't know that we're going to get it on stream. Very interested in this golden pocket. I'm even interested in swooping this high for a quick SFP and front running the golden pocket. Although you should run a tight stop and quick TP here, in my opinion, because you could swoop this high. You know, it's just a quick liquidity grab, grabbing a swing high and then down. You absolutely could do it. However, if you do swoop it like this, you are firmer in the golden pocket, so there's a good chance, at least 50-50 or better, that you come down and then come and grab this before heading down. But either of these two situations, I would be interested in. I have alerts set at both. Obviously, the golden pocket up here, having grabbed all the liquidity into the golden pocket, is the higher confluence trade. Oops. Higher confluence, higher probability trade, but if all they want is liquidity right there, they could just grab it. You do have some vectors on the way up, though, so you have a little area here as well, a little support area, kind of in confluence there right before the golden pocket. That's what you got to do, though, guys. You literally got to sit here and look at this before you jump in a trade and say, if, then that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, and I'm not even looking at divergences right this second, but we will. We've taken liquidity from this high and this high. Do they want this high? I already took a trade, got stopped out of this one. So I'm not interested in entering it now. If it goes down, it goes without me. Because we did come back and almost swoop this high. So now I'm waiting for this high to be taken. If we come back and take it, I want to see the reaction. I want to see the divergence, okay? That's first. So let's see. Will we have the divergence if we come back and take it? It's too soon to tell because you don't know how soon you're going to get there, but you could. You would want to see this. Like that. So you'd have continuation down there. And if you get stopped out of there, the only other place is golden pocket or higher. $24-minute money flow coming up. That could give you your push up in the golden pocket. But then you'd want to see a fake out of it and not continuation in. You want to see something like this right here where you just faked out and right back into the red to get the rollover. And this looks good for continuation up, guys. I probably wouldn't be interested at this point unless we came into golden pocket. The next dang red box, this will be the trade that I'm looking to take down to the key. We could get there today, depending on this 24-minute money flow crossover that's coming up in about 9 minutes. If we get that, likely going to push us up into this area. Pretty overextended here. If nothing else, it could be tradable. Even if we're going to continue higher, it could be tradable. Still grab this. Come back. Retest the breakout here. mitigate this vector candle. So we'll see. Let's go look at XVG for Johnny. We haven't looked at this in a couple weeks. Up about 6% on the day. Let's go to the weekly. Last time I looked at XVG, it was up here. All right, it was there. I told you it was coming down. I know that it was there because I always extend over the volume profile when we look at these, and that's where it stops. So it was right up there. Since that time, XVG has come down 23%, which we called for, obviously. Extend that over. We'll save it so we know next time we look at it, we were right here. Same thing, guys. You have these relatively equal lows here. You can see them right there. Boom. When we break this, you're headed down. Point of control. I mean, you see it time and time again. How many times did it come down here? Boom, 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 boom. It's clearly like a magnet area for this, right? So we're headed down to point of control. I would expect a minimum, current price, a minimum of 26% lower. Most likely you're going to come down into this area here for another 30, 32, 33% lower. I mean, you have every single time. Pretty much your lowest wicker's right here, 32%. But a minimum right there, 27%, 28% at point of control, which is our box of interest. So still looks good, still looks on track. Everything looks really good here. Fetch pumping us as always. This coin is strong, guys. I was looking at the tokenomics of this coin yesterday, and oh my gosh, this coin looks good. I don't want to say I messed up. I had fetch down here at right here. This is the pump. This is where I got it. Right here. I got it at like 1402. 1402. I got the freaking bottom. I missed this. I didn't get this. This is back in February. But I nailed this. I told you guys when I bought. Like right there. And then I sold like right there. Like an idiot. And now I'm just hoping we get to move back to even that area where I already had it. I mean, just to come back to there is another 36%. And it could happen. But gosh, dog, I knew it. I was sitting on like 600,000 fetch or so right here, just about 575,000, something like that. I knew it. I should have kept it. I told myself, I said, God, even if we do come down to 11, 12 cents, I said, this is really good price. And I told you guys I bought, and then I sold. Questions. Let's take your questions. Any questions? Anything you want me to look at? Any alts? I'm still just waiting to see if we push up into point of control, or at least the SFP that's 72K. The high at 72K. John wants to look at XRP real quick. We'll take a look at XRP. Haven't looked at that in a minute either. XRP is about where it was the last time we looked at this. A little lower. It was right here, 158. Because that's where we stop on our profile. XRP is down about 9% since we last looked at it. Nothing's changed. Still not interested at current price. massive imbalance. Filled about half of the imbalance. Filled the first half of it. Still got all this to fill, and I 100% think it will get filled. I know a lot of XRP people don't think this will get filled. You do have some support here. About 86 cents, but I think you come back here. I just do. Big vectors, unmitigated, huge imbalance. I think when Bitcoin starts breaking sub 60K, you get a big, fast wick, and I think you get a big bounce then too. Probably come back and start chopping in this area like this for a while. You got two lows. We really look for three, right? Since the top, you got low 1, low 2. We would expect a low 3 to come in somewhere. This is definitely not finished in my opinion. Caribbean's been trying the hack using crypto bubbles to see what is pumping and then trying to short it back 55. I just don't. We talked about this yesterday. I just don't know what crypto bubbles is. It sounds like a stripper name to me. Hey, I'm crypto bubbles. Watch me strip. Thanos used to be a big XRP holder and now just straight up confused on which one to go heavier on. Well, you know, in my opinion, XRP is like Zcash. You just can't. I mean, you have to. You can't. I can't touch XRP right here. XRP has been around for what? I don't know, almost 10 years, and this is the highest it's ever made it in 10 years. It's been here twice. Basically $3, $3.30, whatever, $3, $3.30 or so, $3.50 twice. What are the odds of it going beyond that? Could it? Sure, it could go to $100. I don't know. But in 10 years, it's only made it to this price twice, which is great. I'm not knocking it. However, at current price, if you went back there for a third time, I mean, it's just 150%, which is it's solid, but it's nothing compared to what some of these are going to give you. So you would need this to break all-time high again in order for you to have any decent gains. And as a matter of fact, for you to get like a 6X, which is what we look for the bare bones minimum for some of these, you'd have to go to over $10 XRP from current price. The odds of that is freaking slim, brother. I mean, slim. I mean, you barely broke all-time highs this time. Now you're asking for the next cycle for you to 3X the all-time highs from $3.50 to $10. The odds of that happening are not very good. Like, not very good at all. Like, probably sub 5% that you're going to do that. So, just not saying it's not a strong coin or a solid coin. I definitely think it is. This is just a bad price. Bad price if your goal is return on investment. Yeah. Now, still, even if you come down to the 60-cent area, it's still only a 5X back to all-time high, and who's to say you hit all-time high again? I just think no matter what this does, I mean, which I don't think XRP is coming back to 20 cents. I don't. But I think unless it does, this is just a bad investment. Let me correct that. I think it's a solid investment. I think you can make good gains on it. But I think there are other coins that are a little further down here that are just as solid to make better gains. The problem with XRP, I'll tell you the problem with XRP. Two big problems. Number one, there's way too many coins. Isn't it like an infinite supply or something? Number two is this XRP army, man. Gosh. This XRP army, they're not buyers. These people aren't buying. They're holding. So you got a bunch of hodlers, okay? You got people that don't want to sell the coin. but nobody's buying either. So hodlers are only looking to do one thing: sell. Right? They're waiting on a certain price, and then they want to sell, whatever that price may be. Come back here because they realize they missed the high, so get there and dump on you, or $5, whatever it is. It's a bunch of hodlers, and that's great. It's a strong community. The problem is they're not going to pump you. The XRP Army, let me tell you something. The XRP Army has been holding from down here and down here, and they're clearly not selling. So when they reach whatever that price is, they're going to dump on you hard. You're not going to hit $10 because you don't have new buyers. Your new buyer surge was here, right? When all the lawsuit stuff got handled, that was your new buyer surge, and then nothing, just hodlers. Hodlers. I just don't like it. I like it for solidness. Check. Solid. Going to get some gains? Yep. Check. But return on investment, it's just not the one, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Could be the new Bitcoin. 60K XRP incoming. Carrie Ben says Crypto Bubbles is not a stripper. It is a website. I've never heard of this VVV. Let's go look at VVV. Oh, dude. Come on, man. Come on, dude. This thing is so brand new. You can't trade this. Can't trade this. I guess it worked out for you, though. I mean, it's worked out. Yeah, now that I zoom in, it's worked out every time. Look, you get the cross there, trade it back, boom, success. Get the cross there, trade it back, boom, success. Cross there, trade it back, boom, success. Same thing. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, this is the hack. Success, man. Success, success. Yeah, good hacks on these. This is just since really since Saturday. Yeah, for the hack. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 successful hack trades on this one since Saturday. All of them played out exactly to the 55 1 hour. This one went pretty good ways below it, but I mean, you wicked it there, you wicked it there, you wicked it here. So yeah, this looks like a good hackable coin. Looks like it's falling in line. Good call on that one, bro. Let's look at your other one then. BR. Bruh. Nah. So you've only got 2 iterations of this, really, over the weekend. You've only got the cross twice. I mean, it played out this time, and you're currently under the second one, so we'll see if it plays out. Oops. The other one looks really good, the VVV. It looks really good. It looks like it's I don't like this coin right here. I don't even like a coin like this for a hack because it's I'm on the weekly time frame, but even still, this is like a straight sideways type coin, right? And sideways type coins just don't give you a lot of volatility. Let's look at your VVV one more time. And see that this is, well, yeah, there's a big dip, big spike on the weekly time frame. This just means this is a much more volatile coin, so it's going to be much more tradable for me. This means when you get moving averages, crossovers, and you get divergence, and you get money flow moving, you're going to get the moves that are more predictable. Nothing's 100%, but more predictable, that tend to play out more, versus you get something like this that's just sideways. You're less likely to play those moves out because you just don't have the volatility. You don't have the interest in this. There's no interest in this coin. Not really. No, I mean, again, not compared to, well, not compared to something like this, right? I don't even know. I don't even know where VVV went. I mean, you can see the clear difference, though. If I'm going to trade, I want to trade something that's volatile like this. Because when I get my crossovers, that price is moving. Versus something sideways, when you get a crossover, it might just hug that line for a little while. Kind of like it's doing now. You're just kind of hugging the line because there's no volatility. You're just hugging the lines. Yeah, you got a little spike up and down, but there's just no volatility. I would not even consider trading this, even on the hack. Look at this. There's just no volatility. I mean, take a mental picture of this. Take a mental picture of this. And we'll go back to your other coin. And just look at the freaking difference. This is a tradable coin. Right? You can expect when you get the cross that price is moving in that direction and it's going to play out, versus the other one, that price gets across and it just goes nowhere. So in my opinion, Carry Benz, I would avoid trading this one because you're going to get lulled to sleep, right? You're going to get lulled to sleep right here. You're going to get in a trade. You're going to want the cross. It's not going to do anything, and then it's going to go boom. Just like it did right here with this big spike up out of nowhere, right? And you're going to get wrecked because you get lulled to sleep in this. Versus trading something that's more volatile, you can get quick in and out, make your profit, and get out of the way. Hope that makes sense. I would avoid a coin like this like the plague. This is where you get caught off guard with these big moves that liquidate your entire account. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you, Carry Benz. This just ain't one of them. Avoid this, I'm telling you. Telling you. All right, guys. Any other coins you want to look at? Let's look back at Bitcoin one more time. Getting that move down, we are not in this, which is okay. I still think we can get one more push up. Let's check on that 24-minute money flow. We did not get the crossover yet. It's trying, though. I do think if we get this crossover in the next couple 24-minute periods, it could push us up here. Look for a good divergence trade there, 12-minute and down, something like that. That's what I'm waiting on. Or if it rolls over here, guys, it just goes without me. And you know the key. We're targeting the key next. Big bounce. And then Babylon 2.0. Actually, we're already in Babylon 2.0. I forgot to show that, guys. I teed some P last night on Babylon 2.0 here. Took some profit at the point of control. I've secured $4,300 profit on this trade. I am 80% out of that trade. My next TP is $60K. And if you come there, I'll make $2,300 more. So good trade from 75.8K. That is Babylon 2.0 in my opinion. Given to you in real time when I took it. But I'm trying to get everybody else back in. I'm trying. And if I had to guess, This would be the best entry point if we can get it. Although we're rejecting value area high here, so watch this daily close. If we close back in here, we're probably just going to rotate on down. Moy Marcus, good call. We hit that free money zone again. Right here, free money zone. Moy Marcus called it in Discord. Free money zone. Right up through it. One candle. One 1 hour candle. Right through it. We're coming back into it now, so we'll see if we get the 1 hour candle close back in the first value area high. If we 1 hour back to the 70.1K area. We don't have that candle close yet. All right, guys, if there's nothing else, I'm going to run. I'll be in Discord. I do have alerts set. I'm looking for this big copy trade right here. I'm looking for it. If we come there, I will get us in it. So those of you with copy trade issues, you might want to get it fixed because this could be the big one. That's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you guys. The Lord has blessed us. Be looking for that Shemitah video coming out maybe next week. We got a lot of packing and stuff to do, so. And I'm sick. But, yeah, good job, guys. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. 1,000 USDT giveaway on Wednesday. Be here on stream, and we will give it away. I'll see you guys next time.